Hello, everybody. Evan Grant with the man who's become my co-host this year, Tommy Hunter. I think this is your third time on the viral video screen.
Must be a charm.
Either that or you're really the unlucky guy in the clubhouse. But actually, I think this club's been pretty lucky when you've been on the mound. Another big start for you against Seattle on Sunday. Take me through that start a little bit and just the whole mindset of pitching big games, especially in this situation where you guys are playing from behind in a pennant race and you've got a whole day worth of rain to deal with. Just take me through the whole game. Not pitch by pitch.
It was a long day. I'll just tell you that. We showed up. I got here at 8:45, so it was a long day. Game didn't start till 5:05, and it was game one of the doubleheader. So it was a lot of sitting around, playing cards, ping pong, trying to just keep going throughout the day. But, it is a doubleheader, so, my whole game plan was go as deep as I can. Fortunately, I had some pitch counts that, inning pitch counts that were pretty low, single digits. I think I had two or three of them. So that basically, set the tone for, what was going to happen. And, they played defense behind me, and, it went from there. I was able to, get some early quick outs, 2-3 pitch at bats. Don't waste much time. Hold each row to one hit. That was pretty big too. And
that's containing it.
Yeah, and I mean even the one hit that happened. If it wasn't raining, Julio catches it. But just keep it at a minimum. And they hit the ball well. A couple home runs, 3 home runs, wasn't it?
Yeah. 2 home runs.
Cruzy.
Oh,
Murphy.
You guys, yeah.
So it's just that trying to save the bullpen for the second game.
You surprised yourself by throwing a complete game your first full year in the big leagues? Not even your first full year.
No, not so much. I had quite a few complete games last year. I mean, I know I can do it. It's just a matter of being efficient early in the game, and as you mentioned earlier, the first inning struggles have been
nice segue there. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the first inning struggles. I mean, you have, a lot of times people have brought up the whole Joe Blanton comparison when talking about you, and I know it's all body type and that you pitched at an SEC school, but the A's pitchers famously against this club would get kind of knocked down the ropes early, 2-3 runs in the first or second inning, and you think the Rangers were about to knock them out. Next thing you know, it's 6 or 7 innings, and they're still in the game. What's your mentality? What's your focus when you get into a little bit of trouble early in the game? Because you have hung around.
I mean, it's one of those things, I guess, maybe a little bit of survival. You just got to do what you have to do. The first inning's been, there were 3, I think it was back-to-back games where, runs in the first inning were, at a plenty. And, it's one of those things where you just kind of, I mean, it's not like I'm doing anything different in the first inning than I am the 6th inning. I'm doing the same thing. They're just jumping on it earlier. And it's going back. You have to, watch more film, pitching behind early in the counts early in the game. Breaking, off-speed stuff early, bringing your fastball in late. Right. But it's also keeping the ball down, being able to be efficient down in the zone, get the ball, on the ground. The defense can play, but, first inning, it's been tough. They've been finding those holes, ground balls left, right, it's just, finding holes.
Have you identified anything? I mean, has there been anything in terms of keeping the ball down that's been an issue, or in terms of locating your fastball early in the game? I mean,
there's definitely, it was definitely a situation where, Mike came up to me and he was like, you really, sometimes you can't do stuff, do anything about it. Ground balls to the 6 hole, not through the 4 hole. I mean, it happened. I mean, I couldn't tell you how many times that I'm sitting there and I'm like, I haven't given up a solid base hit, yet there's 3 runs on the board in the first inning. It's little things like that. You just got to trust your stuff and keep going back from time and time again. And it'll all even out.
All right, well, here it is, September. You're rolling along. What's going to be your takeaway from the season?
Takeaway from the season?
Besides, hopefully, a championship.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the first thing. We want to finish up strong. This team.
Right.
There's not a person that doesn't want to win, and it's going to be a battle. It's going to be close. I promise you that. It's going to come down the last couple of days. If we have to come back, home to play Seattle, I mean, it's going to come down to something, outrageous like that. And hopefully it works out the best for us. But and all in all, it's a successful season. Me personally, I guess. You know, if it ended today, I'd be okay with it. I mean, I wouldn't be, you know, overly excited.
Sure.
I mean, but you know, there's still things I need to do, things I need to work on. Just progress next year. Hopefully, you know, be better than I was this year.
Be taking a big step there, right there. All right, well, Tommy, thank you again for stopping by, and maybe we'll have enough time to get in a 4th episode of
Maybe in
Viral Video.
October.
There you go. Plays to the camera every time. Thanks, man.
No problem. See you.